Hello gamers, and welcome to another episode of Solo Spelunking. And after 2 sessions of Dragonbane, I want to continue today with my Star Wars powered by Dragonbane adventure using, of course, Dragonbane as a rules engine, but also combining it with the solo play or solo gaming rules from Scarlet Heroes, and I'm using the ones for Urban Adventures. And I'm playing a bounty hunter who is on a manhunt in Shaddaa. So I don't want to get into more detail because you can just watch the previous episodes in this series where you can get all the background and the info what happened before. So just a quick recap. I failed the action scene, so I didn't get into the docking bay. But then I played a conflict scene, and I was waiting in front of the docking bay for the employees or allies or associates of my quarry to come out. And I was able to stun them, and I was able to gather some information that led me to, or that might give me a clue. So from the traffic control guy I talked to in the very first episode, I got the information that from the docking bay a couple of calls were made to a high-class hotel, to a junkyard, and to a lower-level cantina, which is rumored to be some sort of smuggler's den. And the associate of my query, she told me, and that was as a reminder, this feline humanoid creature, and she told me that the quarry, that she had business in the lower levels. And I did get a com code, and I also know that a call was made to a lower level cantina. So I'm assuming this business in the lower levels is in this cantina, and I suspect that I might find my query there, or at least a clue. So this is the setup. So I am going to play, going by this structured rule set here, I am going to play an investigation scene, because I need to play investigation scenes to get clues, which is a metagaming currency in this system, to initiate action scenes, which give me additional victory points. So I could roll, but I rather like to choose to make a coherent story. So this will be an investigation scene, and I'll have to infiltrate a location where the activities relate to a clue. On a check failure, face a fight. Alright, so this location will be the lower level cantina that was called before by my query, and where I suspect my query to conduct some business at the moment. And this check failure fight procedure thing, this is if you play the structured gameplay, but I will just play the scene as it flows, and then we will see if I was able to in the sense succeed at the scene or not, and if a fight develops. So so this is what I will be doing. So after I conducted the business at the docking bay, and this is Telrac Kendrall, I have no time to waste, but wait, first some bookkeeping. So let me put this in my journal real quick, because this is also important, because I got to roll against the scenes. So this will be an investigation scene. An investigation scene, and it'll be number 2. Number 2, I just put down infiltrate location. That is enough for my memory. Infiltrate location. And this is the cantina. All right, so yeah, I head towards the docking bay cluster because this is Nar Shaddaa, and this is like a leveled city, the Coruscant of the Outer Rim, as it is also called. And I'm already in the right block or district where the ship of my quarry is also docked. And so I take the turbolift cluster down to the lower levels. So at this public information terminal, I'll first check where actually this smuggler's cantina that I suspect my quarry to be at is, and I'll take an elevator at turbolift down to the correct and appropriate level. So, and now I'm going to do something that I already previewed. I'm going to play out encounters and interactions on this nice picture. So this is the picture of a seedy alleyway in the lower levels of Nar Shaddaa. Of course, the perspective, it doesn't really fit, but that doesn't matter. So just for the purpose of this scene or this encounter, I say that the turbolift cluster, it ends in this building. So I come out of this this building here in this dimly lit alleyway, and so this is also an computer information terminal, and I know that the cantina where I have to go to can be found here if I follow this lit small alleyway down this way. However, these are the lower levels of Nar Shaddaa, and they are pretty rough and tumble. So this, at the corner of this entryway, there are two not so friendly looking Fringer types. So here we have a Chiss mercenary with a heavy weapon, and he is more or less inside of this alleyway, and he's accompanied by a Gamorrean pig-like creature with a large vibro axe, a vicious vibro axe. So they are, oh no, I do it like this so that you can see the entrance. So they are basically like bouncers, it seems. So I might have a hard time getting in there. So I'm not really armored, so I only wear my breastplate and a hooded cloak because I didn't want to draw too much attention to myself. So yeah, I got one hand on my blaster, and underneath my cloak I pull my hood deep into my face, and I approach them through this alleyway. But no, before I do this, this is just maybe because I want to interact with this picture a little bit. No, but to create the appearance that this is all purely random, I'll first walk up to this information terminal over here and interact with it to create the appearance that I'm actually looking up where I need to go to not arise some suspicion, even though I already know, because I checked it before, that I have to go in here. All right, so and then they are, let's check, let's roll, let's ask the Oracle, the D6 Oracle. Wait a minute. And, yeah, I'll ask the D6 Oracle do I arouse suspicion? So 1, 2, 3 would be no, actually good for me in this case, and 4, 5, 6 would be yes. So 1, 2, 3 is a no. Do I arouse suspicion? Yes, of course, extreme yes. So so I'm heading over to this terminal, and as soon as I interact with this terminal, these guys, they exchange glances, and without needing really to communicate, this Gamorrean, he moves into this alleyway to basically block it, and the mercenary, he walks up to me while I'm still at this terminal. And yeah, I got the hand of my blaster, and he addresses me. Hey you, what are you doing down here? This sector or this block is off limits. So I look at him. And I try to be completely ignorant and try to come over very unsuspicious. Sorry, I didn't know that. I was just pushing the button at the turbolift, and then it brought me down here. I mean, if this area is off limits, why can I then go down here? Why didn't you seal off the turbolift then? You ask too many questions. For your own sake, I suggest you leave. Well, this is too bad, because, I actually got business down here. An associate of mine told me to meet him here in this, actually at an establishment, and I give him the name of the Smuggler's Den Cantina. Let's roll up a name real quick just for the flavor. There's probably something here in these Swamp Rats roll tables. Let's see. Cantina names. There we have it. All right, cantina names. So, where's the green die here? All right, green is the cell and red, blue the entry. For the first one, so green is the cell, which is 4, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It's the dark side. All right, that's fitting. The dark side. 4, 4. The dark side. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. The dark side behind. All right, so let's switch this around and call this cantina behind the dark side. All right, that's nice. I put that down. Behind the dark side. All right, behind the dark side, cantina. An associate of mine told me to meet him at the behind the dark side cantina, and I'm pretty sure it is over there. So I don't want any trouble. I'm just an independent businessman and entrepreneur, if you will, if you get my meaning. And I just want to have a little chat with my associate. So if you wouldn't mind, you can, if you want to, you can accompany me. If you are afraid I do something or walk someplace I'm not supposed to, I'll gladly invite you to accompany me into the cantina and see that I get to my associate. So he looks at me. Actually, that is not the stupidest suggestion. So I will have to make a deceit roll, which is based on cunning. Yeah, I'm going to do a deceit roll which is based on cunning, and my chance is 10. 16, of course. Damn it. No. If this guy's your associate, you probably know how to reach him. You can just give him a call and tell him that that he'll gotta meet you someplace else. So this discussion is over. All right, so let's OOC. Let's on a check failure face a fight. All right, so this I will treat this as the check failure. So on the check failure, I might face a fight, but he does give me the option to walk away. The thing is, do I want that? I mean, but the odds, I mean, 2 to 1 is never good odds. You always you gotta okay. So this is interesting because of this picture. I got an idea. All right, so yeah, all right, I'll leave. You can keep your shirt on. All right, and I head back to this turbolift cluster over here, and they assume their positions. But, and this is the funny thing, see on this picture here, there's like this little balcony or terrace. So what I will do now is I will do I really want to my first idea was to get up here on higher ground and snipe at them, but this will be around too much attention. But I might observe from here and try to stake out this location. Maybe there's some sort of shift change or whatever. All right, I'll give it a try. So I try to find my way up to this balcony here through the maze of stairways and tunnels and apartment floors. Shouldn't be too difficult. Let's ask the Oracle if there are any locked or secured doors that might prevent me from reaching this balcony. So it's standard yes, no. So 1, 2, 3 is no, which would be good in this case, and 4, 5, 6 is yes. So are there any locked doors or security measures preventing me from getting there? Yes, they are. So yeah, I make my way up here, and I'm pretty sure that I know through which door I need to go, but I'm stopped by a secure lock. So I'll try. I don't have a big chance. I try to override it by linking my datapad to it and trying to override it with my meager computer skill, which is a 5. But maybe this lock is of not such a good quality. Oh, 8, almost. Do I want to push? I already got a condition on my presence because I already pushed a roll. Do I want to push the roll? No, not with this slim chance. I would have pushed the roll if I had a higher skill value. Damn, all right, so I make my way back down here, and yeah, I do want to get in there. I mean, I'm like, from staying in character, I'm an ex special forces guy, and these are just street scum in my opinion, but never underestimate them. This guy's got a pretty tough gun. So, but I think I try to ambush them. So I make my back down, and I'll sneak around this, keep myself pressed against the wall, and then suddenly from here I will ambush these guys and pew pew try to get surprise shots in and maybe take them out real quick, and no stun this time. All right, so this is what I do. So in Dragonbane, if you ambush somebody, and I rule that I ambush them, they will get the last initiative cards. Actually, yeah, so doesn't really matter. So they get the last 2 cards, so they will go after me because oh no, wait, I draw 1 card and then I mix the other one back inside because I get to draw 2 cards. Maybe one of them acts before me. So they got a 10. No, they got a 10. They will not act before me. So it doesn't really matter what my initiative is. I need to draw a card because then I know when I've taken action. So it doesn't really matter. I just take 2 cards. 2 and 8 doesn't matter. This case right now. So because I got army of 1, so I get 2 turns. And these are the Chiz. The Chiz. He's got HP 10 HP and a skill level not too shabby of 12, but he's got a heavy weapon, so he deals. What do I deal? I'll deal 2d6 with my blaster plus a d4. So he deals 2d8 damage. Alright, 2d8. And the Gamorrean he's a little bit tougher. He's got HP 12 because he's a tough Gamorrean, but he's not as good. His skill value is 10 for his axe, and he deals also 2d8 but melee. So but I get to go first. So I sneak up to this corner and get my blaster out. It's not set to stun, and then without another word I pop out of this corner here and pew pew get 2 shots off, or first one hopefully at this mercenary here, and I got a ranged light value of 12, and let's see how I'll do. I take the blue die. First shot at initiative count 2. Nine, yes. Pew! All right, so I hit, and I'll do 2d6 plus 1d4 for my agility damage bonus. So if I'm lucky, 2d6, the average is like 7, and the d4, I might take him out with 1 shot. But not me. That is 4, 5, 6, 7. That is 8 points. So pew, I hit him square in the chest. So he's got 2 hit points left. And that was my first action, and I don't have any time to waste. I want to take out at least one opponent, so I'm using my second action to get off another shot. Please hit, please hit. If not, I'll push the roll. Yes! A natural one! Ha ha ha! This is a dragon in this case, which usually you would probably deal maybe an additional die of damage, but I'm feeling cocky, so I rule that because of this first things first, I get a check mark on my ranged light skill here. Training check mark. And I roll damage, but I rule that because I get another shot. I get an additional attack because of that, so I can shoot one more time at the Gamorrean, because I hopefully take this guy out now. 2, 4, 5, but that's enough because he only had two hit points left. All right, so that's pretty cinematic. So I jump out of this corner and then pew pew, 2 shots. He goes down, and immediately the third shot pew at the Gamorrean. The shot I basically got from because I rolled a dragon. Yes, 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 yes. I roll an 11, and this is 6 and 3, that is 9, plus 3, that is 12 damage. And this is exactly what this guy has hit point wise. So this is pretty cinematic. So just like a professional blaster slinger, I go out, pew, 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 and in a matter of seconds, because one combat round is not that long, in a matter of seconds, there are two dead bodies here on the road in the alleyway. So now, let's see. Yeah, I head over there. Can I? Yeah, and I will. So if you look at this picture, so this is why actually this is pretty neat. Let me get, so if you look at this picture, at least how I see it, let me get this up here, is that like there's a small wall here which like you could drag somebody behind. So I will go and drag those corpses behind this wall so that they're not immediately seen if someone comes out of here or out of here. All right, and I will arrange them against the wall so that it looks like as if they were drunk and just like basically dozing off there. So so that a not so thorough inspection might not arouse suspicion. So this is what I will do. So yeah, I quickly pat them down because I want to see if they have maybe some sort of key card or some money. So if they got something of use, so I'll pat them down and I'll do they have something useful, and I tilt the scales towards yes, using the standard Dragonbane Oracle. Oh yes, look at that, 5 and even the 6. So I take the 6. So yeah, it's an extreme yes. So I do get a security key card and also 600 credits, both of them combined. So 600 credits. Do I have my funds someplace in the character log? Let me see here. Oh yeah, because 600. I was down to 200, but I didn't know if I did it on camera, but I patted down the minion guys that I stunned, and I rolled 5, so I'm back at 700, and now I got 600, so I'm at 1,300 credits. And the important thing is that I do have some security. I put down inventory here on this side on the character log. That I do have a security card. Security key card. I do not know exactly yet for what lock, but it might come in useful at a later time. And then, like I said, I'll drag these guys behind this wall here and arrange them so that it looks like as if they were dozing off. And then I'll enter this little this little side alley, and at the end of this side alley I will find the entrance to the behind the dark side cantina. And because I already knew that I might enter a cantina, and this is always useful, I prepared this picture here. So I will enter from here where the light is into this cantina. So let's put some window dressing basically on the map. So here there's a lonely goatle at this table. We have a Suliston talking to a Quarren. They're sitting here at the bar. And in the shadows here, in this dark corner, there's a Defel, which is a wolf-like creature who can bend into the shadows. He's lurking in this corner, basically observing what is going on. The barkeeper is also a goatle. So behind the bar there's a goatle tending the bar, and so this is not too crowded, but there's some patrons, and I'll scan the area. So first I enter, so everybody basically turns into my direction, because if this area is off limits for whatever reason, but obviously I'm here, so it might be all right. Otherwise I wouldn't be here, right? So they just look at me, and then they tend back to their business, and I'll scan the area for a clue regarding my quarry. So let's see if maybe, wait a minute, up here there's, in this booth, there's also someone, and there's a Green mercenary. So here up on this VIP booth I see a Green talking to a figure that I can't make out because it is hidden behind this wall. All right, so I quickly scan this area and see it's just a slim chance if maybe I even see my quarry. So I tilt the scales to negative, and I'm using 3d6 and using the lower result. So do I see my quarry? You never know. No, I don't. 4, 5, but almost, and 3. And 3 is no. So, of course I don't. It was a pretty long shot. So then I'll do the natural thing and walk up to the bar, not too close to these guys. I leave one stool empty, and I order a drink to not cause any suspicion. And when the bartender is pouring me my drink, I start asking some casual questions. You know, I'm new around these parts, but I heard there's a starship captain here hiring crew. It's her. Her name is... wait a minute, of course I remember. Her name is Eliza. Eliza Rill. Human starship captain. Independent trader, entrepreneur, if you get my meaning. I heard word on the streets that she's hiring crew. And actually I thought I could find her here because one of her associates told me she's got business down here. You know her by any chance? You've seen her? Alright, let's roll how he reacts. So 1, 2, 3 is negative, 4, 5, 6 is positive. Now it's his reaction. It is an extreme negative. So yeah, he reacts, but of course in a bad way. So it's like as if he was instructed, so that if anybody comes ask for her or whatever, that he has to take appropriate measures. Maybe she's got some really good connections there. So he looks at me. What did you say her name was? Eliza Rill. Yeah. Yeah, I know Eliza. Yeah. She was here not a short while ago. But she left. But she's not far from here. She's got an apartment down the block. I can point you in the right direction. So let's see if I can somehow, because this guy, he wants to set me up. So it is either, so some sort of intuition, it is either perception does not really fit, but perception is also based on cunning. Vigilance is something like vigilance. Yeah, it's based on willpower. All right, you know what it is? I think the appropriate skill would be vigilance, which is based on willpower. But I'm using my human adaptive ability, paying 3 willpower points. So I am down at 8. Because I want to use Streetwise instead. Because I know the street dealings, and maybe from his tone I can get a suspicion, because then I at least have a 50-50 chance. So I make a check, like a passive check, using my adaptive ability to see if I can... Because this is fishy, but this is OC. 5. All right, so I smell a rat, but of course I'm not going to tell him that I smell the rat. Yeah, if you could point me into the right direction, that would be great. Yes. Yeah. Well, I can't leave the bar, but 2 of my friends here, they will show you. Guys, why don't you lead our new visitor outside and show him where Eliza went, if you know what I mean. Yeah, we'll show you. Please follow us. And they start to head for the exit. Yeah, all right, thanks. Appreciate it. I finish my... Can I finish my drink? Nah, it'll wait here for you until you get back. All right, if you say so. And we are heading for the exit, which then, of course, leads us back to this alleyway. So, yeah, they want me to get between them, but since I smelled the rat, I already know that they want to like do me over in a dark corner or dispose of me. So once we are a little bit further away from the cantina and back into this alleyway, I'm not going to waste time and immediately try to, at point blank range, get my gun out and shoot one of them. So again, it is initiative, but this time it's not like an ambush, so we are just going to draw. And to make it interesting, everybody will get a card, so they won't get only one card, they will get so the Quarren, the Quarren's got a 10, and the what is it, Soluston, he's got a 4. And me, I get 2 cards. I get 2 cards, so I got 6, damn. And 3, yes, whew, lucky me. All right, so I get to act, so the Quarren, he's got, you know what, I write it down on my, so let's get their stats ready. So they are minions. Everybody here is a minion. All right, so the Quarren, he's got initiative 10. This round, and because he's got 10 hit points and deals 2d6 damage, and his skill is 10. That's the Quarren. And the Soluston, because he's got the better initiative value, he's also got some better stats. Solust, he's got initiative 4, and he's got HP 10 as well, and also 2d6 damage, but his skill value is at least, it's 12. All right, so these are the minions, but I get to go first. So the Soluston, he's got 4, the Quarren's got 10, and I'll go at 3. So while we are heading into the alleyway, I suddenly just get my gun out and pew, start to shoot at this guy at point blank range, hopefully taking him down with 1 shot if I hit. So it's range light. Yes. I roll a 2, and that is 11 plus, that is 15 points of damage. So pew, at point blank shot, he's got no chance. He is dead immediately, and that was my 3. Now this is great because he was the initiative 4 guy. So he's out of the picture. So now I'll get to go again at initiative 6. And if I'm very lucky, I take out the Quarren as well. So at initiative 6, I get to go again. Thanks to my army of 1. Yes, yes, yes. I hit, but for 9 points of damage. So 6, 7, 9. So this guy's still standing. So now it's getting interesting. 9 points HP. He's got 1 left. So now he's shooting at me. So that was my 6 initiative count. And he's shooting at me now. I'm using the enemy die, the orange one. And he deals 2d6. Okay. And he's got a skill of 10. He hits for 4 points of damage. So light combat armor is 2, and so I get my soak value instead of 3 because I do not have the helmet with me and only the breastplate. Give me a soak value of 1 only because I'm only very lightly armored, but I'm very lucky because he only deals 4 points of damage minus 1. That is 3. So I am at 9 hit points. So my armor takes the brunt of the shot. And now it's a new round, and I would say I'm in a pretty good position if I manage to win initiative. But if I don't, I can always evade and, if necessary, push the roll. All right, so my 2 cards first. I have 7 and 9. Ugh. All right, so, and he's got 5. All right, so so he's going first. He will move first, and because we are both like we don't have melee weapons, ranged combat, I will not use like attacks of opportunity now because I mean, usually I can shoot at anybody if I'm not having a melee weapon, so it doesn't really make sense. So he takes cover, so he uses his move and runs over here behind the wall where I put the other ones. So he takes cover behind this wall. He presses himself against the wall and shoots at me. So he's got an advantage now because he's got cover and I don't. But first he shoots. It's a normal attack. Ooh. So he hits, and he would deal 8 points of damage, reduced by 1, which would be 9, which would take me to 0. But now, I do not want to use one of my actions because I want to shoot. So I am using 3 points of willpower for my fast footwork, which means, so I'm at 5. I can make an evade roll without using turning over one of my actions. So these 8 points of damage, they still stand, and I have to do, this is agility coordination, I got 12 there. Please evade, please. 13, I missed by 1. All right, I'm going to push the roll. Oh, damn it. All right, I'm going to push the roll. I need a condition here. So let's see. I got to look this up. These conditions, what would be willpower? Would be, yeah, scared fits. All right, so I get a condition. I already had a presence condition, which is currently disheartened. Yeah, all right. So I get the scared condition, willpower, and I get to re-roll, please. Damn it. See, 1 failed initiative. Yes! Oh, thank God. Ha ha ha. All right, so I pushed the roll and I evaded by a hair. 11. All right, now I gotta finish this. All right, so that was his turn, and I barely survived. So, but now he's got it. I mean, it doesn't really matter that he's got cover there, because I will just move up to him as for my move. So this is within my moving distance, and then at point blank range, so I can basically ignore his cover, but I still have to hit. Ooh, that was really close. So that is my 7 action, and I shoot. Yes, ooh, lucky me. I rolled a 2 for 8 points of damage. So, so that was really close. I dodged, pew, and I dashed forward and pew, take this guy down. Whew. All right, so again, I pat them down, and I'm counting this as a, like by going to the scene as a success, because I'll pat them down and I rule that I find some information in the metagaming for the metagaming currency that is translates to a clue. But let me roll. What could I find here? Some clues. I made a bounty hunt clue table. Let's see. Two is, all right, some known associates. That's good. So yeah, so I find some correspondence on a data pad that'll lead me to a known associate. So in game terms, I get a clue. So I will end this scene basically here and also this session, but let's do the bookkeeping first. So the bookkeeping. So that was a investigation scene, and I was successful because I have 3 victory points now. Victory points. I have 3, and the enemy at the moment 1, but I have to roll a die now, because this was, let's see, investigation and action scenes. 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is why I underline them. So if I roll 1, 2, 4, the enemy also gets a victory point. No, lucky me, an 8. So the enemy is still at 1 victory point, and I get 1 clue. 1, and I put down known associate. All right, so yeah, but I'm also in need of healing, but I can still do I have done a round rest. I can still do a stretch rest during this shift basically, and if I need to rest, the enemy gains a point, but we will do this next session, because I got, like I said, I got visitors coming, and so I need to end the session now. But I'm lucky that I got it in, and I am really happy with this method of playing on these pictures. I don't know what you think, but for me it added a lot of detail to the scenes and the adventure. And even though the perspective, maybe next time if I create these images, I drop the isometric part and just go with top-down view. I gotta try it out, but I really liked it. So let me know what you think in the comments maybe. And as always, if you like this content, please do subscribe to the channel, because it costs you nothing and it makes me happy. And yeah, as always, thanks for watching. Stay safe and stay healthy, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.